All right, so now I'm gonna take this and go over all my lines I want to keep. So anything that was something I was supposed to erase, I really don't want to, I don't want to draw, I want to only draw stuff that I really think that is part of it. So, you know, if you still have remnants of stuff you erased, you need to make sure that you don't put it in with this permanent pen, because once it's in with the permanent pen, there's no changing it. Go over all the lines. Okay. And then you'll see that I've drawn all that, right? People tend to forget the ears, the outline of the face. They tend to forget that. They tend to draw in the line that's here that we erased. They tend to draw in lines that were across here that we erased. So those are things to be careful of. The next thing we're going to do is paint this so it has a value. We're going to start so it has some value to it, because the whole idea was to come up with a value. So you're going to take this. If you put a lot of paint, a lot of water on the paint, it gets very, very light. If you put just a little bit of water on it, you can get it to be very dark. I'm going to start by making a very dark background. And then I'm going to go ahead. You can see how dark that background is. All right. I'm actually going to leave a little bit of white around some of the features. Sometimes the light will hit our head and bounces off, and it makes it sort of light right around the edges. And the idea is make this as dark as you can, because this is the background. In this picture, we're making it dark. Some other pictures, maybe you will make that the light and the person in front will be dark. But in this case, we're making it very dark, as dark as we can, which means that you have to keep from using too much water and to keep going over it a couple times until you can get it totally as dark as you possibly get it. The less water you use, now the other thing is the less water you use, the less the paint wants to go. So, now, in this picture, my hair will be a little darker. So what I'm going to do is leave a little bit of a white edge around the edge of the top. And that makes it so that it is separate from the background, all right? Now, there's some features, like the eyes and stuff, that are pretty much darker, okay? And now, for this shirt, I'm gonna go with a medium And I'm going to leave that little line around the edges, okay? Not so much. And now I'm going to use the lightest budget. I'm going to use a lot of water for this, okay? A lot of water, and practically just go over it like this. This will be very light. Oops, all right, very light for the rest of it. Now this all seems pretty dark right now in the middle, but it's going to be much lighter when it dries. So you can see that I've left these little spaces in between. That helps. But I've also used less here and more on the background. Am I making some sense here? Okay. This ended up getting a little too much. You can make it move around a little bit with a little more water. Okay. It's hard to tell until it dries, but there you go. Darks and lights, those are different values.